Hello everyone, my name is Oliver and welcome back. Today we have a special guest here with us. Please welcome Miky, our new channel host for the stock trading program. Hi Mike, could you please introduce yourself to the audience?
Hi Oliver, thank you for having me. So my name is Michael and I trade in the US stock market. I mainly specialize and focus in trading small caps, but of course many times when small cap doesn't have too much volume or there's not too much focus on it, I jump into large caps.
Miky, how did you get started in stock trading?
So how did I start trading and how did I, get into trading? That's a good question. My background is in marketing and sales, and I worked in the bank for a few years in the back office, and basically I was surrounded by traders on a daily basis. And many times when I would, get together with my colleagues, the subject they would talk about constantly was, what they were trading, what they were investing in, what was moving. And that's how it got to my attention. And many times I would ask them, how difficult is it to trade? Can you make money? What do you have to do? What do I have to, do I have to open a brokerage account? How does it work? And they would kind of try to help me out and give me some tips. But one of the most, I think, important tips that I'll take is definitely go through an education, find the right course, the right program where there's the right curriculum and, start from beginning to end. And that's how really I got into, how I began my trading career.
Can you share a little bit about your educational background and how it influenced your trading?
So I enrolled myself into a 3-year program to learn about trading. And the first year I was trading in a simulator as well. And then from year 2, I jumped into a live account and I did trade for the next 2 years. I traded with really small share size and it was between large caps and small caps. I didn't really know which way I wanted to go, but it was all in the US stock market. So it was emotional. It was interesting to see how you start understanding what it is to have discipline and how to approach the market in a more, I guess, professional way, right? So you have to treat this like a business. There's so much to learn and it's so important to go through education though. So that has really affected my trading in terms of, being calm and collected, wait for the pattern to show, not get FOMO'd into any momentum that you're seeing in front of a chart. It's important to, sit in your hands when there's nothing to trade and to just kind of, manage risk correctly, understand risk versus reward. And I think what's most important is being disciplined. If you're a disciplined trader, you'll go a long way, right? So that has really kind of organized the way I approach the markets.
How many years of experience do you have in stock trading?
I've been trading for over 7 years now. It's been an emotional roller coaster. I've had my ups and downs. I guess this is one of the reasons I tell other traders, it's super important to record your trades, go back to them, see what you could have done better. No matter if you've traded for 10, 15, 20 years, it's important to always keep adapting to the markets and learning.
Every trader has a unique approach. What would you say is your trading philosophy?
So my trading approach is always the same thing. The first thing I'll do is I'm gonna be calm and collected. I'm gonna open my scanners, look at what's the leading gapper, understand the reasons for it, if it ticks all the boxes, if it has the right price range, the right catalyst, the float, relative volume, etc. If it checks the boxes, then I'm going to put all my focus on that ticker. And then my, trading philosophy, I would say that it's always regarding risk management and it's always cutting your losers quick. Don't hold on to a loser and make sure that you're always adapting to the market. So therefore, you're always trying to learn something new.
Do you specialize in specific sectors or types of stocks?
So I've always been focused on the US stock market. I've never traded Forex, commodities, futures, options. I've always been dedicated since my education to the stock market. What I like to trade on a daily basis is small caps. Small caps is something where I found my edge, where my strategy works quite well. And like I said before, if small caps, it's not running, there's no momentum in it, then I'll always look at large caps.
How do you manage your risk in trading?
So yeah, risk management is super important. So you first need to understand what risk versus reward is before taking any trades. I always have a trading plan, meaning that first of all, I'll look at my scanners, make sure that I know what stock has a lot of attention, has a lot of volume, maybe has a lot of pre-market trading coming in and out, and I'll look at the weekly graphs, weekly charts. Sorry, I'll look at the daily charts, look for some maybe daily breakout. Pre-market is super important for me. I'm, trying to find out where the demand is of that stock. Where's the obvious support? Where do I want to start scaling in my position? And I'll always have a stop loss in position. If the plan, doesn't go through, then my trade will be stopped out and it'll be closed. So it's super important to understand risk versus reward for sure.
What are you most excited in joining Lux?
So yeah, I'm excited about Lux Trading. As all of you know, I'm the new guy here, and I'm excited to be part of the stock program. I'm a stock trader, so it's nice to see that there's many prop firms out there, and I believe that not many or any actually offer 12,000 stocks to trade. So I'm excited to be part of it. I'm excited to share my journey and help others.
What can our traders expect to learn from you?
So that's a good question. Like, what can traders expect to learn from me? So I'm going to say that I've been through the ringer. I've had a super emotional trading career. I have had ups and downs. In the beginning, honestly, it was overwhelming in every sense of the word. And this is something that, I'm going to take this opportunity to tell a lot of the people watching this, of traders, of people that are interested in the stock market, that I'm looking forward to share my journey with you. I'm looking forward to answer questions and to kind of be able to tell you what I've been through. And if you feel that you can relate to what what I've gone through, then maybe it could help you overcome that quicker, or basically get you back on track. So I hope that my journey can help others through their journey.
How will you be involved in the educational team at Lux?
So right now, I'm gonna start creating content with a lot of subjects, all related to stock trading. And I hope that this, like I said before, I hope that my journey and my experience, and I will talk about strategies, risk management, scanners, large versus small caps. There's so many topics. I hope that also traders can, write down in the comments what subjects they would like for me to talk about, and I'll be more than happy to create some content, some good content, some valuable content that you can learn from. And then of course, in the future, we'll see where this takes us.
What was your most memorable trade and why?
My most memorable trade. So I would say there's a few, but I would say that one of them was the ticker DWAC, DWAC. That was a special acquisition with Donald Trump's social media company. That was back in October 2021 or so. And that went parabolic on day one. It went from about like $10 or so, $10 or $12 to I don't know if it reached $100 on day one. And then in pre-market day two, that's when I took a few trades on day one, but it was so stretched, it was so extended that I was kind of worried for a small falling knife. And so I didn't take too many trades on day one. But day two, when I saw pre-market volume come in and it was holding the previous day's close, that's when I took a trade at the open, basically a dip and rip. I took a few shares on a dip and it ripped into a halt. And I think I'm not sure the price that it got halted. I don't know if it was 105, 103, 115. I'm not sure exactly the price. I don't recall it. I have to go back and look into it. And it unhalted. It was showing $178 or $180 resumption price. And I remember it resumed. I tried to sell, and I got filled at like I think it was a 150, 155, but still, it was a big win. It was a very nice trade. It was super emotional, and I think the halt was like over 20 minutes or so. It was a long halt. Normally a halt will resume after 5 minutes. And in this case, it was 20, 25 minutes or so. So it was exciting. That trade was definitely exciting. It was a nice one.
Have you had any setbacks in your trading career, and how did you overcome them?
So yeah, I've definitely had a few setbacks in my trading career, for sure. I think one of the best ways for me to overcome that when I'm not trading very well, and that I'm, taking some important losses, it's always bring down my share size. That's something that I learned when I was going through my educational program. And that's something that helped me a lot. If I'm used to taking 1,000 shares or 2,000 shares or 5,000 shares, and you're going through a rough patch, then the best thing to do is just bring that, cut that by 50%. So just bring that down and try to gain your confidence back.
What advice do you have for beginners who are just starting out with trading?
So my advice to beginners is basically try to find a good curriculum where you can educate yourself, where you can get some good education, and from beginning to end, understand the markets, and then also super important, back test your strategy in a simulator, right? On test accounts, it's super important to go and make sure that you understand what you're doing. I understand that, simulators, there's not the real emotions that you would have in a live account, but you can still, back test your strategy. Make sure that, you know how to execute, that you know how to, where your entries should be and exit and risk management. Get used to that before going into a live account and, putting in risk your, hard-earned money, right? The markets are always going to be here. There's no pressure, just, take it step by step. And, that would definitely be my advice. I've gone through education myself. I'm super happy I took that road and that my colleagues advised me to do so. And that's what I would, advise other traders to go through. I think it's important to go through that journey, and there's going to be ups and downs. But once you finish that education, you're going to see that you're a lot more prepared to go to a live account and start actually trading.
Thank you so much for joining us today, Mike. We're all excited to share and learn from your valuable knowledge.
So thank you very much, Oliver, for having me. I'm looking forward to sharing my journey with all of you and uploading some interesting content. I'll see you all soon. Take care.
And to all of you at home, you can expect to see more on our channel from Mike very soon. If you want to say or leave a message to Miky, leave that down in the comment section below. And if you want to get in touch with us, feel free to reach out to our 24/7 live chat or send us an email at info@luxtradingfirm.com. My name has been Oliver. Thank you for watching and have a great one.